Hello fellow traders, it's Rafał Zuchowicz and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about Bitcoin. We will talk about halving, what it means. We will have a look at the charts, at the technical analysis of the current situation on Bitcoin, and we will try to predict scenarios, what might happen with the price and how to react and how the price was reacting back in the days to the event that is coming in just 2 days time. So without any further ado, let's talk about halving. When you come to my website rafałzuchowicz.com, you will see in the very middle 2 days and 34 minutes left to the Bitcoin halving. So you can keep an eye on this countdown. Probably it will be adjusting because the halving is not to happen at the exact time, but at the exact moment. So this calculation is very rough, but supposed to happen in more or less 2 days and 33 minutes from now. So what is halving? Halving is giving half of a reward for the same effort to the miners. So the miners are getting the Bitcoin, and instead of being rewarded a certain amount of Bitcoin, they will be rewarded exactly half of this amount. And this is very important economically. So let's have a look how miners were rewarded back in the days and how they will be from now on. Here we have a beautiful table showing us where we are at this time. So 11 of May 2020, since this date, 4 years ago, until April, so until this 2 days upcoming, the reward was 6.25 Bitcoin. Now it will be 3.125, so exactly half. And in another 4 years' time, roughly, another half. So that means that the Bitcoin price needs to go up to reward the miners at the same level, financial level. And if we can have a look as well back in a time that they used to get 50 Bitcoins, 25 Bitcoins, 2.5 Bitcoins. Going to Cointelegraph, we can read an article. Bitcoin needs to hold above $80,000 to keep mining profitable post-halving. What it means? It means that at this moment, Bitcoin needs to be 40,000 plus to keep the miners profitable. So at 40,000, they break even. So no business for them to break even. The Bitcoin needs to be above 40,000 for them to make money. And from 2 days from now, it has to be 80,000. Very interesting article. We can find out as well some information about the previous halving, as I mentioned already before, that the rewards were 50, 25, 12.5, and what happens post halving. So price of a halving day, and what happened 150 days after the halving. And we can see that in each case, the price was going up. In 2012, we got price went 10 times up. In 2016, price went only $100 up within these days. And 2020, $2,100 above. But of course, this is restricted by this 150 days. We will have a look as well at different charts right now. And this chart shows us clearly the dates. So that's 2012, 28th of November, 9th of July, 11th of May. So we can see that every time after the pullback, before halving, we have a rally. And then there is a very tiny, if you have a look, a very tiny pullback. Same in 2016, there is a rally. So after the proper correction on Bitcoin, there is a rally, small pullback, a bit of a side movement, and then again we are going for the new strong highs. The same in 2020, there was a rally interrupted by COVID, unfortunately. So we got an N wave, a very nice correcting N wave, very strong. And then that was our new rally, little bit of a pullback just after the halving. Then slightly side movement for a couple of months actually. Of course, it was still growing, but going to the side, and then we got a proper move until 11 of May. And now, new halving in today. So what can we expect? According to this graph, according to the historical data, we can expect this little bit of a pullback. But remember that because something happened in the past doesn't mean it has to happen right now. Although a lot of traders, Bitcoin traders, they try to avoid trading and take their finances back around this halving time. So thinking that buy the rumor, sell the news. That's the philosophy. But let's go to the charts, to MT4 chart where I have Bitcoin, and we will talk about the current situation. And before we go to MetaTrader platform, let's visit the FundedNext website, because I can access all my trading tools on MetaTrader thanks to FundedNext account, which allows me to trade cryptocurrency. As you can see, there is quite a variety of the cryptocurrencies. So we have the ADA, we have the Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP. So quite a choice. And if you like to analyze your market on MetaTrader, go for the FundedNext account. They have a free trial as well, so you can test them, you can test the spreads, but they are very good. And I have, of course, for you a special discount. I will leave the link and the discount that come together with the link, and you can get a 7.5% discount from any challenge you want. Let's go to the chart now. Here we are on the chart of the Bitcoin. You can see that I already marked a beautiful Ichimoku number. So those of you who love Ichimoku, like me, Ichimoku time theory, probably notice as well that there is exactly 26 days between this top. And now let's think what might happen here and what the Ichimoku chart is telling us. First of all, we have the Ichimoku lines. The Ichimoku lines that represent the strength of the buyers or sellers. If the price is below Tenkan, that means that the short-term buyers are in trouble and the sellers in the short term are winning. So that's the moment here. But in the mid-term investors, they are still holding the price at this point. Can I do it a little bit larger? Yes, I can. So at this point, we can see that the price is still securely above the Kijun Sen, and the Bitcoin is still going up. But at this point, it's already alarming because the Kijun Sen has been taken down quite drastically, and at this point, pretty much drastically. So that's what I don't like about the current movement, that we are closing so heavily below Kijun Sen. On top of that, there was a correction and the Kijun stopped the price, stopped the growth of the price. So what do we get at this point? We've got an impulse, correction, and now already we broke this bottom. So that means that we might want to continue the fall. So this is the option from Ichimoku strength charts. Let's call it this way. So the lines are showing us the strength of the market, of the buyers and the sellers. And at this point, the sellers are winning. So is Chico span, showing us that 26 periods before current day, we were much higher than we are now. So that means that this is not a strong market at this point. The only strong thing is in a long term, which we can detect by relationship of Senko span A and Senko span B. And Senko span A is still above Senko span B. So this is so-called Kumo or cloud. So if the cloud is bullish, so is this one. Everything is okay for the long term. But we can already see that Senko span A is dropping at this point. So for now, this is not the time to really buy anything. We are in a weak market of Bitcoin, but let's have a look as well where the market could fall should it keep falling according to Ichimoku. So drawing our first impulse and correction, we will get the lines showing the targets. So that's the target N, the first line is target N, and what we can see here that the market reacted up to the pip. So the first reaction was exactly at the target N. So this is already a good sign that the market is reacting on the targets drawn in this way. So that's our first sign that we need to look at these targets. But another information that we have, if this target did hold and the market is looking at this as the Ichimoku target, then another target, forget about this dotted lines, we have another target at this point, which is V, and another one is target E. And these two are at the level below 50,000. So this is 48 and 47,000. We can always draw a Fibonacci as well here to get another extra target, but at this point aligning with the moving average 200, and I believe as well aligning with the Kijun is much higher. So this is our Kijun at 51,000, but the market could technically drop below, retested exactly this place. So we can see that there was a massive reaction at this point. Later we broke this resistance and we never visited this resistance. So that would be perfect, but is it possible for such a strong bullish market to make this kind of correction? We would be talking here of 26,000. So again, 26, our Ichimoku number of correction in total. What you need to keep in mind is that market does not have to come here, but if it will, this is a perfect place to consider long position. So then forget about it that the market is below Kijun or below cloud, and now it's a weak market. The sellers are winning. Forget about that, because you are at the beautiful target of the cluster of targets. So should we fall here, don't feel any fear, get excited and buy as much as you can. Of course, I cannot advise you. This is just for entertainment, this video, as any video on YouTube, but that's what I would do. That's what I'm going to do. Another thing is, of course, we can draw as well differently our levels. So in this way, so that would be our impulse, correction to Kijun, and now our targets are aligning a little bit differently. So our E target is a little bit deeper, but we have another cluster of two targets at the level of like 54,000, which are aligning nicely with this resistance at this point as well. So that was one resistance, and that was another one. So you can always observe these two levels. Okay, so how do you know which levels, where the market might come? You would need to know the time theory as well. Time theory, wave theory. If you want to learn more about that, go to my website, get the course. You can get it for free as well. All the terms and conditions are on my website. Be careful 24th of October, sorry, not October, on April. That will be important day, because if the 26 reacted so nicely, we might see a strong reaction on 42 as well, which will be exactly the 24th of April. So there might be a strong reaction on that day. So observe this day. And deleting all this Ichimoku nonsense, let's have a look at the classic analysis, which would be a channel. So that's our channel, and if we draw it properly, we can see already that, of course, we are in an up movement, beautiful up movement, and now there is a channel going south, and we might just get a beautiful movement up, break above Kijun, and continue going up. So if you see anything like that, if the channel just calmly going down, making new small lower lows, and then going up, bouncing off the Kijun and shooting up, this is it. So that could be an option as well. After all, we did hit our target N from the first movement, but for now, this is very like indecision moment on Bitcoin. So you need to be very cautious trading anything here. Okay, I hope you like this video on Bitcoin. Enjoy your trading, and remember, if you need a funded next account, there is a link below with the code. You can get it, and you can test it out with a demo to start with. Until the next time, all the best. Take care.